So I just kind of been staring at this cooler. So the legs are where I want them to be. I recut the legs to get the angle of the radius of the tank there, so it's a much tighter weld. That's what I want. So that's where they're gonna stay. I'm looking at the door here. This is where I'm gonna cut out for the door. I'm not sure about this line. I cut this line exactly like at 3 o'clock, like looking at it from here, like it's exactly at 3 o'clock. But I think I might go a little bit higher, like 4 inches. That way you could stack up the ice a little higher, you know? So, I don't know. Kind of thinking about that. This I'm happy with. The top is fine. Just not sure about the bottom. What a mess. What a mess over here. But we're progressing on the diesel tank into ice cooler project. Right out to the front yard. Filled it up with water. Did my cuts. Make sure I didn't have any explosions on me. So, yeah. So most of the straight lines I did with the grinder. The radiuses I did with the plasma. I thought about doing the plasma, using the plasma for everything, but I thought, nah, for some reason I thought it was more secure with the grinder, so I did it with the grinder. And as I pulled out the door, where's the door? Where's the door? Oh, I put it inside. I forgot. I thought it fell in there. So once the door came off, these were attached, so I cut these off, cut them off the door, and there's our door. Alright, it's looking good. So there's the idea. The door's going to go here. It's going to swing up here. Put some hinges there. And these two stalks here I'm actually going to cut because I don't need them. And also I'm going to shave down this filler neck here. That was the original place where the diesel went into. So that's welded right there. That's going to be just fine. So I just figure get that out of the way. Put more ice there. So I won't have that big bump there. Yeah, it's going. So I'm gonna cut this with my plasma cutter. Just go all the way around, chop it up, and then this I'll cut with the grinder, and then finish it nice and smooth. So yeah, it's going. And I welded these legs yesterday. Now I'll weld them to the tank safely. I know it's safe now because there are no more fumes in there. Check it out. It's going. So the legs are pretty much almost fully welded. I've got to put on the little feet, so those little tabs. Put on the little feet, and I'm doing it with SMAW. So I figured because it's a little bit thicker stuff, and I'm not that good at TIG, believe it or not. So I just thought I'd do it with stick. So it's getting there. So put on the little feet. The whole frame is pretty much tacked together, good enough, and then put on the feet, and then I'll be able to move it around and get to different angles, like the inside of this stuff, you know. The inside, the back side, I'll weld that up. But it's getting there, so that's what the tank kind of looks like as a cooler. You can kind of see it kind of coming along, taking shape. Looks pretty good. I like it. What up? It's Saturday, 4:04 p.m. and I'm working on the diesel tank to cooler conversion. I've got the door kind of hinged up for now, just temporarily. You can see where it falls there. It falls just right because I put the hinges on before I made my cuts, so now it's perfect. And that's where I want it to exactly fall. So still got to make a handle for it, and I'm thinking about maybe making, I don't know. No, that's a stupid idea. Never mind that. I was going to say I was going to put a gas strut here so it opens and closes easily like the trunk of a car. But no, that's cool. I bought this strip yesterday, 10-footer. It's about 1/4 inch by 3/8 strip. I cut it in thirds. Each of the thirds I cut into these round radiuses here. These round half moons that are going to go in there as a track for this sheet that I bought of 60/61, 1/8 inch, and it's going to be a divider. I figure it's kind of too big for regular use, so if we put a divider in there in the middle, then you can use half the tank with ice and your drinks and stuff, because it's just too big. It's 4 foot across. So for regular use, I think if I put a divider in there, you can use half the tank, everything's cool. And if you want to have a big party, then take out the divider and then use the whole thing. Or you could even just leave the divider in there the whole time. But I'm going to make it detachable. So that's what the piece of 6061 is. I'll make my marks, I'll plasma cut it out, and then finish it, and then weld in these tracks. That way it falls in, has a pocket to slide into down the middle. And yeah, I think once that's all done, then we'll start painting and polishing. But it's getting there. Here's a little project that's going. I feel like I have everything out, all my tools. My die grinders out, my power grinders out, 4-inch, actually 4.5 inch. Drill bits are out, welders. I'm about to use my plasma right now. So there goes the tank. I welded this thing on to stop. So once the door comes down, it'll go no further than that. That's the reason for the stop. Of course, I'm going to weld on a handle, or actually I'll bolt on a handle. And yeah, all kinds of everything. So here's my cardboard cutout. The divider there. It's going to go perfectly in the middle. Once those tracks move out of the way, it sits perfectly. So about to cut that out right now out of my 6061 1/8-inch aluminum. So, oh, this thing I built like 10-12 years ago. It's basically a circle cutter. So drill a 3/8 hole there. See, gives you a fulcrum point. Put your plasma cutter right there and go all the way across, all around. Make a nice cut for circles. So it's going. I think I should finish today. Happy Sunday. I'm done. I put my welder away, put my machines away. So this welding is done, all the cutting's done. I just need to prep it, and then I'll paint and polish. So this will be polished aluminum. This body of the drum will be black. The legs I'm just gonna keep as is. This will be polished aluminum. The door will be polished aluminum. Oh, and I forged this out of rebar. Forged my own handle. So it came out pretty cool. I like it. So that's welded in. That's the track for the divider. So now I just need to, like I said, I'm just going to clean all this mess up. I did burn through here. I burned through just a little bit over there. I just kind of filled it in. Going to grind that down, make it nice and smooth, and eventually polish everything and paint everything. It's going. It's getting there. This is such dirty work. If you ever get into like doing body work or polishing metals especially, come out so dirty. But it is what it is. I've got my ice cooler, my diesel tank into ice cooler hung right there. Getting a head start for tomorrow. I've been at this all day. So tomorrow I'm gonna paint. The body of it will be black. The legs will be gray, like a dark gunmetal gray. This is my fuel cap, that's going to be gray also. The fuel cap is now the drain, exactly at 6 o'clock. So once the ice melts, there's your drain, so you want to drain the water out. So polished door, and polished end cap. It's getting there. The door's right here, just chilling. The back of the little truck. So. Hello, it's Wednesday, 8:27 in the evening. I just shot my barrel and I'm done with this thing. I just need to assemble it. So a few days ago on Saturday, no, not a few, a couple of days ago actually. Over the weekend, Saturday or Sunday I think, I shot the legs. This is like a leftover paint I had left over from, I did a chopper for somebody, and this is like a dark brown gray that they chose. Kind of a funky color, but I had that left over and it's free, so might as well use it, you know? So I shot the legs with that color. And the body just now, this is a General Motors black, a Chevy black, single stage. So the body is black. This is masked off. It's already polished aluminum. End caps are polished, and like I said earlier, the door is also polished. So yeah, I'm so glad to be done. I'm just kind of taking off my masking, and then tomorrow assemble everything up.